about to record this video. Ooh. Hey guys, what's up? It's just me, Vanessa G, and I'm back with another video. If you guys haven't watched last week's video, you should go ahead and watch that one first. That is the unboxing of the FRIDA KAHLO collection, because in this week's video we're going to be not only using it and doing a makeup tutorial on it, but we are also going to be reviewing it, all the products that I've used today, which is basically all of them. The makeup tutorial will be played first, and then right after we're gonna go ahead and move on to the product review. But without further ado, let's go ahead and skip to the makeup tutorial, and I will see you guys for the review. Oh my god, this is so tiny, I could barely hold it. Okay, right before we do the contouring around the eyebrows, we're gonna put the face primer on. It's like clear jelly. Nothing in the collection came with concealer, foundation, or anything like that. So I'm gonna use this Anastasia highlight duo pencil. We're gonna use the precision crease brush from the FRIDA KAHLO collection to go ahead and blend this out. Now that our eyebrows are done, we can go ahead and grab a palette. We're gonna use the precision crease brush once again. Now that our eyeshadow is done, we can go ahead and apply eyeliner, which isn't included, so I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs one in the color Black A. I know it's a fancy way of saying black, but I promise you that's how it's spelled. Last but not least, we're going to be doing highlighter, and the highlight came in the Brow Wiz palette, so we're going to be getting a little bit of that. we're going to be reviewing all the products that we just put on our faces. Starting with the first thing we did use the Brow Master, of course. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I liked it, to be honest. It's really well pigmented. The highlighter is wow. The highlighter in this palette is pretty amazing. You can still see my little nose highlight. Like, that looks wow. The only thing I didn't like about it is the mini brush, only because it was so tiny I could barely hold it. But if it wasn't so small, it actually worked really, really well. The spoolie literally got every single hair in the eyebrow that my normal spoolie cannot do. And of course, the other end did its part as well. Overall, I think this is a 10 out of 10. The next thing we used was the eyeshadow palette. The palette itself is so pretty. I think all the shadows were really, really well pigmented. They're actually almost as pigmented as the Anastasia palettes. And I know the Anastasia palettes like the back of my hand. I literally own every single one of them. But the eyeshadow blended really, really well. I like the color scheme. There were some colors in the palette that are kind of hard to mash together. But this bottom row matches for sure along with the top row. These are kind of like random shades that you can't really match that well. You could probably mash these two together, that's true. But it was mainly a neutral palette and it actually came out really nice. The pigment was good, everything was good. Moving on to the blush and bronzer. I personally did not like the blush and bronzer only because you have to pack the brush with a lot of one thing to even get the right color, and I don't mind doing that. Like, it came out nice, I'm not gonna lie, but I would probably choose the Too Faced bronzer over this bronzer only because it's not so easy to pack on there. The same thing with the blush. The blush is a pretty blush, it's a pretty blush color, but it did take me a few tries just to get to the color that I wanted, and you still can't even see it. So yeah, I don't really know about that. The face primer, we did use a face primer. If you guys did not use the face primer, I actually really did enjoy the face primer. It's really clear, it's a thick coat. When you apply it, you guys can tell itself that when you apply it, it's not even close to like applying lotion or applying any other face primer in the entire beauty collection, because it's like a gel, it's like a aloe vera, but it's not sticky, it's not hard, it's more of a soft primer. It makes your skin feel really, really soft, and honestly, once you put it on, it's like you're touching your own skin again, because it honestly blends in really, really well, which I'm not sure how to really explain it. But if you put this on and you compare it to the primer you've been using, then you can totally tell a difference. But this is actually a #1 recommend. I will actually start using one of these. I will actually start using these every time I do my makeup, because it was really, really well. Last but not least, the brush set. I only used one brush throughout the entire video, only because I attempted to use the other ones, but the bristles on it, the brush bristles, aren't really soft or anything like that. I get they feel really soft, I'll give you that, but when you apply them onto your face, it actually doesn't create the material compared to like the Morphe palette. It doesn't really create the same thing, compare it to the Morphe brushes or the Anastasia brushes. I like the crease brush. It probably might be the only brush I like from the entire little set, but it does not blend really, really well at all. It was really hard for me to blend on my eyeshadow. Honestly, I don't even think it's blended correctly because of it. And I just had a hard time blending everything only because this was too stiff. All of them were too stiff. But I get it though, they're new brushes, you gotta break them in. But majority of the time, all the brushes I've ever bought already feel like they're broken in, even though they're not. So I'll give this a few more tries just to see if I could break it in and maybe it'll feel different. But for now, I did not like them at all. I did not use the liquid illuminator throughout this video only because I wanted to do the dry highlighter, which was in the Brow Master palette. In last week's video, I was confused because it says illuminator and I'm a liquid illuminator, and I said, oh, this is probably a fancy way of saying highlighter. And I opened it up and it actually is a liquid highlighter. It's actually a small little bottle of liquid highlighter. And it's actually really, really pretty. If you guys can see it that well. It's actually a pretty highlighter. At least I think so. If you guys could actually see it, that would be great. But I decided not to use it today, only because I wanted to test out the one in the Brow Master. To sum it up, the entire collection is still overall really, really amazing. It's really beautiful. All the colors, all the pigments of the eyeshadows, it's all still the same and pretty as everything else. In the end, it all came out okay. It all matched very well. It all blended okay. It took me a few times to do a few of the other things, but who doesn't take a few times when you open something new? I still recommend the entire collection. It comes with everything, literally everything. But other than that, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you guys can be notified when I post. I post every Monday, once a week. That's fun. I hope you guys liked today's little look. I think it came out really pretty in the end. Overall, as I said before, I post a whole bunch of stuff literally everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that crazy fun stuff is all at justmevanessag. All the links are going to be down in the description box below. If you guys want to follow me on those, you don't have to, but if you want to, you might as well. Link down below. And like I said before, if you guys haven't watched last week's video, it's linked in the description box below, as long as at the end of the video where I unbox the entire collection and show you guys everything that it actually comes with. But other than that, keep an eye out and I will see you guys next week. Bye!